She could swing a weapon all she wanted in the world of man, but it wouldn't even disturb the water's surface, let alone harm the moon floating in the sky. However, for them to manifest in the world of man, they required the priestess. To put it in human terms, they required a queen carrier as a host. If she defeated Une's queen carrier, was that correct to say, or was it better to say Une herself? Then she could at least deal a decisive blow to her. However, my body is super beyond your reach. You can't even leave Shishbone City, so you can't lay a finger on her. Nearly all my people have been taken captive. I have no idea where she is at present. Only I could have taken her down while she was trapped in Shishbone. Thanks to this tainted cream puff. That's enough. Honestly, it's your fault for being so petty, Tamura, and holding a 1,000-year grudge over a single meal. I'll never give you a single grain of rice that has been dedicated to me. I was starving. You could have spared a little. Stop it, you two. Besides, this battle isn't over yet. Oh? And how are you going to face me by yourself when I'm super enveloped your entire world? That's super funny. The battle isn't over? This battle is totally super over already. You're right, this battle is over already, as far as you two can conceive. But from my perspective, it isn't over yet. No, perhaps it's more accurate to say this battle was over the moment you revealed your true nature. It's over and it's my victory. Huh? What nonsense is your priestess spouting? How can she possibly save the world in this situation? I want to know. I super want to know. I'm the one who wants to know. It's already too late. The world's ending. How are we going to save this world now? Hey, how can you not understand? Have you forgotten how this is used? Huh? You're going to hack open Uni's head with the knife? If she were not a god, I would command you to behead Une indeed. Clunk. You two both have your heads filled with cream-free cream puffs. I'll teach you how this knife is used right now. Oh? And what do you totally think you're doing? The cause of your defeat was revealing to me your true identity and whereabouts. Huh? You know where Une is right now? How do you know even when Tamura doesn't? Still, even if you did know, you gotta know there's nothing you can do if she's not here. Doesn't matter where she is right now. Back then, she was here in Okonomiya. That's all I need to know. What are you saying? I super don't get it. Let me tell you something. You're going to lose. Because you made me mad. Let's go back. Back to the moment Une became aware of the other Une and awakened her on this planet. It was the day before Takano started spreading in 173. Since Une had just awoken, her presence was still faint. Tamura had yet to grasp her whereabouts. Une had learned how weak Tamura's roots were, and she was making preparations to bloom at once and spread her people everywhere. Tamura had given up on discovering Une's whereabouts and welcomed Takano as her priestess to prepare her bitter plan of stopping Une's explosive spread. Her plan of having Takano spread in 173 before Une could, which meant that at present neither Une nor Takano had spread anything at all. The world had yet to reach the point of no return. In other words, if Une's ambition could be halted on this day, then it would all end before it started. But that was impossible. without a time machine. Rika's able to go back to to another world and all that. I've super woken up. I couldn't fool Tomorrow no Mikito, but that doesn't matter. I don't need to worry about someone with such weak roots that as I move on to take over this planet and super consume it. Super Uni's ambition of conquering the world with her people was born here in the small town of Okonomiya in rural Japan. No one in the world had noticed this terrifying resolve just yet. However, huh? Hello, Rena. Good afternoon. Are you Une-chan? Are you? Who are you? Rena, did you find her? Oh, this must be her. Oh, it is, it is. She looks exactly like she did in the portrait. Rika's pretty good at drawing, isn't she? I'm quite surprised. The older girl with the ponytail held up a sketchbook with a portrait that looked exactly like me. I was suddenly surrounded and didn't understand why. I finally found you, Une. Huh? Who might you be? Our first time meeting would normally be some weeks from now, but I only met you just the other day. Well, why say just the other day? I mean several months ago. I only had today to find you, so I had a hard time searching for you, Une. Foo 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 foo. You shouldn't estimate me and Rika, Une. We already seen your ambition for world conquest. How did you see through my ambition? See? The leader of the Horned People and her priestess aren't so powerless or competent after all, huh? It's just so tiresome it wears on the patience a bit. But from my point of view, you're the incompetent one. Flash. This is the ancient god binding treasure normally kept in the Fude Shrine's ritual storehouse. Now, everyone, bind her up within this sacred rope. Nippon! You're binding me in circles. Ah. Uh, to think you find Une so easily when I couldn't uncover her. You have my thanks, children of man. You've shown yourself Tomorrow no Mikito. By the way, you're equally guilty. You just let go of your pride and asked us for help. You wouldn't have needed to cause such a huge disaster in the first place. I am the proud Tomorahime no Mikito. Know that I would never indebt myself to the savage and tainted Horn people. That's why you're just as guilty. Flash. What? God mining treasure? Ah! Now we've captured all the ringleaders of this commotion. This was a tragedy that could have been prevented if you and Tamara weren't on bad terms in the first place. You said the two of you fought over a single meal, right? It's not my fault. Tamara shouldn't have been so stingy. She had so much being offered to her. It wouldn't have hurt her to share a bit with me. In other words, you stole it from her. So you're just as guilty. Is this why you brought 3 cigarette rooms with you? Of course. We heard her whole story from Rika. You're all gods, right? I wish you'd given a little consideration to you humans you're endangering. It's good that we prevented it ahead of time, but this might have turned into a terrible disaster, you know? Wasn't just terrible. I experienced it firsthand. Anyway, it's not good for us if you gods don't get along with each other. Still, they're awfully cute gods, aren't they? I imagine they have much scarier faces. I'm Arashio-sama. This treatment isn't fair. Why, you children of man? This is outrageous. You show me disrespect and call me cute. How'd you know about my ambition to conquer the world? I totally can't accept this. Une, why were you planning to destroy our world in the first place? Because we super love consuming everything. So then what about after you consumed and ruined everything? How long does it take you to find a new planet. Hmm. Takes long enough to drive you crazy, doesn't it? And I'm betting you're feeling lonely that whole time, aren't you? Aren't you? But Tamura told me to get out. That super ticked me off. First, I thought about living here peacefully. Tamura's bullying is the root of all evil. You all would have made a fatal mistake of letting Une escape the city. So in short, Une decided to destroy the world because Tamura Hime no Mikoto told her to get off this planet. Yes, that's right. So then Tamura refused to talk to Hanyu, or Orishiro-sama, about it because they fought, and decided to resolve it herself using terrible methods. I didn't want to borrow any help from the tainted people. Yet the whole reason they're on bad terms in the first place is because Hanyu stole some of her offerings, right? It's my fault? I can't believe you're treating me like I'm the main cause of all this. Yes, quiet. We've heard the defendant's excuses. To sum up, you're all at fault because you three couldn't get along. Une finally made it here on Earth after her long isolated journey too. I think Tamura could have tried to accept her a bit more, just a bit. And Tamura Hime no Mikoto, I can understand you might resent her for eating your offerings, but to stay on bad terms over for 1,000 years and then refuse to consult her or ask her for her help in a time of need, only to ultimately take drastic action on your own, isn't very praiseworthy either, you know. For starters, this whole problem became more complicated because Hanyu just refused to apologize. No one should get that mad over just one meal. I will never reconcile with that starving, empty-headed cream puff. Of course. I just want you to share a little bit of this flower bed with me, yet you bullied me, Tamara. See, did you see? This really is all Tamara's fault. Une is a devil that would destroy everything. Une is the one to blame for all this. I think Tamara's hatred for other races all started when Hanyu went and stole food from her. If Hanyu hadn't done it, then Tamara wouldn't hate outsiders. She might have accepted me. You know, that is exactly right. This cream puff for brains is the cause of all this. I refuse to be treated like I'm the one to blame. Silence! Now we'll hand out the verdict. All three of you are equally guilty of the crime for failing to get along, so your punishment is having to play games in our club. Oh no! Oh no! The three of you can happily play games together and deepen your camaraderie, so you can all forgive and forget when it matters most. Consider this a generous sentence from the priestess of the Fude Shrine. You'll just be deepening your friendship over some fun games. Your club games are not just fun. Once you all had fun and enjoy the same experiences, I'm sure you'll get along better, I'm sure. You're forgetting to mention the punishments. It won't just be you gods either. We humans will join in too. It really makes this a lively affair. However, we club members never take it easy on opponents, do we? No, they don't. We'll just have to show you plenty of our gratitude for getting us humans caught up in your fight between gods. Now, it's no fun when you gods fight by yourselves and we can't participate. So we'll take this opportunity to teach all three of you that you shouldn't take humans lightly, okay? Oh, great. What fools. We are gods. We will not be defeated in the mere games of man. I'll totally never be defeated by mere humans. Oh, so you humans have challenged the gods. Then we won't hold back. How do you know how bad the club is? Tamara Hime no Mikoto was a steady player. Her style focused on defense more than offense, so she should have been a tough opponent. Une was likely to toy with us manipulatively using her sly tricks and fluid adaptability. Then Hanyu with her indecipherable dumb luck. She was Gray's opponent in a game involving chance. They were still gods. There was no reason for them to lose a game to humans. However, When it comes to games, the club members aren't human either. No shit. And of course. Don't tell me that's how it's going to end there. Satoshi wasn't in this one. Why is his name showing up? Yuri wasn't in it. Okani wasn't in it. Shia wasn't in it. Oshi wasn't in it. None of these people. Okay. The parents. Yeah, the parents were in it. Never saw the Sonozaki mothers. Never saw any of the Hojos. Oh my gosh, it's just naming every single person that's been in the games up to this point. What the hell? Because that's your desert dogs. And everyone that's died. Of course, Hanyu. Tamura. Une. I would say that's Outbreak, not. So that that finishes Outbreak. Oh, there we go. Well, since Tamura's the dealer, she discards first. Know the powerful luck of the gods. I am discarding a Queen Dragon and declaring double Richie. Too bad. Pardon me. Hand a man all green. 4 concealed triplets, single weight. That's 4 Yakima or. They're playing Mahjong. Run for me too. Hand a man 7 pair red Dora Dora. So just a simple Yakima for 32. Oh my gosh. What? What? Hey, Tamara. It's still too early to cry. Triple runs are allowed, right? Then a run for me too. Hannah Man, big 4 wins. All honors 4 concealed triplet, single weight. That's 6 Yakuman straight from you for. They just took her out. 352,000 straight from me. She's gone. She's taken out. She lost. That's not enough to pay that. Even if we collected all the point sticks from the table. Now, here's your punishment game outfit. I don't understand why I must bear such disgrace. Nippon, poor thing, poor thing. Still, this is an incredible outfit. What is it even from? Nippon is a dream collaboration with blah 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 blah, so she can pretend to be an adult pro wrestler. Okay. Ta-da! Now I'm out. I'm out now too. Une just one card away from totally being out. Hold it. You didn't say Uno. Ah! Super ah! She had to draw. And there, I'm out too. Now I'm out too, Nippon. So now I'm out. Looks like the last place goes to Une. Une now gets punished. This outfit's super embarrassing. Cat girl swimsuit. Nippon, poor thing, poor. Really? This is another cool outfit. What is this one from? It's an indecent outfit that came up when I googled embarrassing outfits. Now Hanyu. You won't take me down like you did those two. Now let the game begin. Will the wolf please raise your head? Now the fortune teller, please raise your head. Okay, I'm revealing myself. I'm the fortune teller. Hanyu is the wolf. So then, with a unanimous vote, our sacrifice for the first day is decided. We're hanging Hanyu. I didn't even get to participate in the game. Now that I have Hanyu change into her punishment outfit too. Stop it! You're playing to make me wear something easy, aren't you? Of course, the Angel Mort outfit. Like something from the erotic dojin or something from really, what's with the erotic dojins? Nope, she just turned into the. I promise the three of us guys will get along now. So spare us already. I'm super repenting too. Oh, so cute. I'm taking you home. Reina goes into kawaii mode. Are you pissed? I, I won't accept this. And now that's actually the end. And I will mute that. So that is officially the end of Outbreak. Hell, actually, if I remember correctly, the anime for Outbreak went different. Because, yeah, everyone did go insane. Because if I remember correctly, Outbreak was two parts in the anime. Where you had, I think it was only Kichi and Sakata who escaped it. And they collapsed on a bridge, trying to cross. If I remember the correct story arc. Hell, it's been a while since I've watched any of the Higurashi anime. Hell, I watched all the Higurashi. I haven't watched. Oh shit! What is the other one? No, I actually have to look it up. Let's see. When they cry, it's the only way I'm going to find them. See, that's all Higurashi. I haven't watched any of Umi Neko, and that's the other one from the same people. From Ryokushi, or seventh expansion, if I remember correctly. That is from him. So I know Studio Dean did it. There we go. Yep. Ryokushi 7 did it. He was the story. So that means expansion 7 did that. They have another one. Now I actually gotta look at my Steam. To the store page for Higurashi, because I can find it better that way. 7th expansion, give me your whole thing. Sakania is their newest one. I have a feeling I thought they had more. Because I'm following 7th expansion because I like their games. But oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Umineko's the third? Okay, what other ones? Oh wow, Omakakashi, I didn't realize that was his. Rewrite is, of course, Rewrite is 7th expansion. Should have fucking known that. now I'm getting confused here. Oh no, that's Keith. So he just worked on it. Okay. I don't know what's going on with that anymore. But now, if I hit start, should show us the others. So that's Outbreak. That's Outbreak 2. So this is Bus Stop Origin. So we still don't got the punishment game. Fine. Let's see what Origins is. Because this is Bus Stop. I don't know how long this one will take. The scene is set deep within the mountains of a certain region, where there is a bus stop on the outskirts of a village, the Himizawa bus stop. It's a lonely place devoid of people, with hardly any private homes nearby. Rain is pouring outside and a gloomy mood hangs over the area. That bus stop is a stand made from crude wood that only just barely keeps out the rain. Inside, there's a bench only wide enough for three people and two town bulletin boards. The bulletin boards hold posters, including one concerning a national census and one about donations to the village's festival. The poster that stands out the most, however, is one reading "Opposed to Himizawa Dam Project," made by the residents protesting it. Two young students, Mio and Rika, approached the empty Himizawa bus stop with only the sound of rain to be heard. Okay. It's really coming down, isn't it? This is why I told you we should have brought umbrellas. But we couldn't play as hard if we had our hands full of stuff, could we? Oh well, nothing we can do about it now. Still, it's really pouring. I hope it stops soon. It's fine, it's fine. There's never been an unending rain or a day the sun didn't rise throughout all of human history. I think I just said something cool. If people could die from laughing, you'd be a pile of ash by now. I love nothing more than die laughing. She's always has. Somehow. See, I told you. You alright? Yeah, she's coughing. Sorry. Still, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. I didn't think you find it this fun. Man, seriously though, today I had a butt ton of fun. Man, seriously. You're exaggerating your enjoyment now. Not that it feels bad though. Well, what do I say? I'm just, this is who I am, right? If I'm going, if I'm always going off the rails all by myself, I always thought that you consider me annoying, Rika. Never once thought you were annoying. I love how lively you always are. So that's why I was really happy when you invited me to come out and play. When I got your invitation, man, all my plans, bam, canceled. Forget about school too. Probably wasn't a good thing that we skipped school to go and play. It's fine, it's fine. It's not like missing a day of Fukushima classes will make that much difference. Besides, we could have worn ourselves out playing around like this if it wasn't a weekday, right? You think it really was worth skipping school to go play then? Yeah, 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 yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Though to be honest, I was really surprised when you suggested we should, as diligent as you seem to be and all. It was a surprise for me to say that. I mean, Rika, you come off as a real teacher's pet. So when you secretly whispered into my ear, I want to skip school next Wednesday, well, when that day came, I just had to skip. I even thought you might be confessing to me. Just kidding. But before we know it, maybe our emotions will take us one step up from friendship. That's never happening, so don't worry. How can you be so sure? Because me and you like Kiichi just like Rena does. When you seriously fall in love with someone, gender is an easy hurdle to overcome. Mion draws close to her with an ominous grin. Rika inches back on the bench, trying to get away from her. We don't need to overcome anything. I'm fine as is. Since we live in a remote place, the next bus won't be here for another hour, you know. Not to mention it's also raining today. Plus, this bus stop is the sort of place people rarely ever visit. Not to mention it's also raining today, which means we have at least an hour where no one will come by to disturb us. Not to mention it's also raining today. Because of the rain, Mion prepared to launch herself on Rika. Two men appeared. Mion hastily moves away from Rika. Of course. Man, thank goodness, thank goodness. Really is raining awfully hard out there. Hello, Arkara and Oshi. I'm soaked. And because of the rain, you said it. Arkara-kun, when's the next bus due? A little under an hour. Looks like it just passed through a little while ago. We got no luck getting stuck at this bus stop in that heavy rain for an hour. Because of the rain. Hmm? Did we do something to you? It's been a while since I took a bath. Do I smell? Regr- Regretting the interruption. Damn it. When I get my chance, I'll bury the two of them. Mm. Rika, we'll continue afterward. Sure. If you really do it, I'll forgive you. Mion glares at both men with a suspicious burning look. Both Oishi and Arkara still feel forced to take a step backwards. Ladies, do I really smell? You smell, you smell. You stink to high heaven. See, this is why I told you to lay off. You sweat more when you drink a lot. Does he smell that bad? I can't tell myself. He does. He reeks. Right? Even men need to take care of our appearance. Come on now. I'll be more careful, but I don't smell as bad as she's claiming, right? I don't smell anything. I don't know as much either. You smell alright. You can tell by looking. By looking? For a suspicious pair of men to come to an isolated place like this, there can only be one reason. What reason? Rika buries her face into Mion's stomach without a moment's pause. Mion curls up and falls silent after that. Please don't let it bother you. This girl's a little crazy. Rika, that really hurt, you know. I'm carrying our baby in this stomach, remember? Rena wraps her arm around Mio's neck and strangles her in her armpit. Want me to make it so your body can never bear children? Rika, that hurts. That seriously hurts. Looks like you two get along really well. You friends? Friends? Heavens no. There's much more to than that between me and Rika. Rika immediately slams her fist into me on the stomach again. This time Mion hits the ground. We're friends. I'm Rika. Rika Frude. This girl's Mion. Mion Sonozaki. Yeah, nice to meet you. I'm Togoda. This is Arka. By the way, he's still single. She, please don't add more details than you need to. What are your hobbies, Arka-san? What do you do for a living? See, here it comes. Be cool with your answer, man. Huh? For my hobbies, I like skiing sometimes. My career's with the Ministry of Construction. You're with the River Bureau, right? Working on a dam project. Huh? Well, yes. You're a new? Wow, I'm surprised. Is this one of those it's elementary Watson sort of things? There's no there's there's not much to deduce. Only people involved with the dam project rock around in an outfit like that. It's just as you say, I'm press detective. Allow me to introduce myself once more. Oh, it's not Oshi? I thought it was Oshi. I thought they were police officers, the detectives that help. I'm Tonagawa from the Ministry of Construction, River Bureau, Urban River Office. I left the Erosion and Sediment Control Department in April. Archive from the same Urban River Awful. Office. Ugh. Sonozaki from the same makes no sense to me. What makes no sense to me is your brain. A moment of silence passes. Rika makes no attempt to shake the hands offered to her. Did you really think I'd shake your hand when you're one of the ones trying to destroy Himazawa? That's harsh. Draws his hand back. Did you think I'd shake your hand when you're one of the ones trying to defile Himazawa? That's harsh. Draws his hand back. We won't allow there to be a damn in Himazawa. Ignored Mia and staring at the other two. Hami River needs a dam. It will provide extraordinary contribution to the irrigation of the region downstream, as well as flood control operations. No. We also need the electricity that a dam could generate. A generator outputting up to 350,000 kilowatts will be a boon to Japan's rapid economic growth. No. You can't ignore the efforts the dam would have on development of the region either. It would be a huge contribution not only locally but also the advancement of industries in the railway cities around here. No. Mion remained froze, looking for a handshake. Exasperated, Rika shakes her hand. Mion is suddenly overjoyed. You can list all the necessities you want. None of them are a good reason to submerge Himazawa under a reservoir. Of course, we understand how you feel. However, there is still several conditions that make Himazawa most suitable for construction of the dam. The first is the layout of the terrain. Himazawa is where the Himalaya River comes to its narrowest point, and the bedrock here is granite. Those are both perfect conditions for the construction of a dam. So, another important factor is its proximity to the center of demand for electricity, so there's little loss in transmission. Also, as I mentioned before, it could generate up to 350,000 kilowatts. It's the same amount of energy that's used to be consumed by all of Shinkoku. So, it can also raise our water storage efficiently. The Himazawa Dam will have the storage efficiency of 200, means 200 times the dam capacity. So, in other words, once the Himazawa Dam is built, the water level will rise and the reservoir will span over the field 30 kilometers. So about the distance from Tokyo to Omiya. So, the convenience of acquiring construction budget is also an important factor. We calculate that the Himazawa Dam will require 1,500,000 cubic meters of aggregate. It's enough for 6 buildings. We could also win a hot spring trip too. So, Rika turns and glares at Mion. She stomps even closer to Mion, who had just interrupted their serious discussion. Huh? I hope we win one, you know. So, normally you win a pair of tickets, right? So let's go together if we win to the hot springs. So, when we get to the hot spring, we wash each other's backs, and then when we're done, we can play ping pong in Gakuta. So, it. Then afterwards, we'll gaze at fireworks show by the river through our window. Then once we got in a nice mood, our fingers will suddenly intertwine, and while it embarrasses you, you'll lean into me. Rika rapidly closes in on me, and the two exit the scene while screaming her usual line. The two from the Ministry of Construction stand there dumbstruck, unable to understand what was happening. Young girls nowadays sure get along well. I think that was slightly different from getting along. Bang! Thud. Several more sounds of blows pass. Two Mystery look at each other shocked. Afterwards, Rika returns to the scene, smacking her hand clean. Anyway, I'm opposed to the dam. You can't resort to violence. Both men back away while holding each other. Well, I was opposed to the dam at first too. Aqua-kun. Dam causes destruction to the environment after all, right? Mion returned to the scene, clutching her stomach and staggering. That punch just now, it really hurt. What would you do if it had ruptured my pancreas? Anyway, the dam is no good. In fact, it's absolutely bad, said while turning to Mion. Why is it a bad thing? Mion says while dodging exaggerating. Her stomach pain has decreased as if she had never been hit at all. No, there doesn't need to be a reason for that. That's not a very good rebuttal, then, Rika. You gotta have some reason, right? Henceforth, the two ministry added exaggerating nods every time Mion expressed agreement with the dam. Occasionally, Rika glared at them, they cower while still holding each other. I don't think the dam is really a bad thing. We learned about this in social studies, right? That it helps prevent flooding. That's blatant sophi- ugh, sophistry. When the area receives heavy rainfall, they have to drain it out, which occasionally causes flash floods. Did you know that our operating standards are pretty lax? But the fact that it generates lots of electricity is good, isn't it? 350,000 kilowatts, was it? It's an incredible amount of power. That's Blaine's physics. Nah, I can't even say that fucking word. The truth is that their electrical output only goes down with every year due to sediment. Did you know they don't run the generators during heavy rainfall because rocks can slip in and damage the turbines? But also, once it's built, it really will contribute to Japan for a long time. That's plain. It's a lie. Sediment only continues to build up, ultimately leaving the dam clogged with mud. Did you know that all dams have a lifespan too? We could have a Cuban or a Reuben or something. That's sandwich artistry. Mion Aqua smiled guiltily. Rika glared sharply at those around her. Both Mia and Aqua shriveled up on the spot. Sophist said the benefits of a dam go downstream while those upstream foot the bill. I think your arguments are valid, Rika. However, I really hope you appreciate its benefits toward irrigation works. You want to submerge Himazawa under a reservoir no matter what then. We truly understand the grief this must be causing to everyone living in Himazawa. But of course, that's why we're offering appropriate compensation. You mean compensation money for our eviction? Of course, we're also working with others to see to the construction of new apartments in the city. They're wonderful places to live with plenty of access to public service and close proximity to the ocean. That's a tempting offer, isn't it? I was born in Himazawa too, so it's not like I don't have any attachment to the place. But wouldn't it be kind of sad to spend my entire youth in this mountain village with only a few hundred homes? Cities are great, they have everything. You can really find all sorts of things we've only ever seen on TV. TV this, Tokyo that. That's all I heard from you since you went sightseeing there. So what if I'm a wannabe? Just think about it. Do you know what the tallest building is here in Himazawa? It's a three-story fire department. Are there any building with an escalator here in Himazawa? There aren't. There is an elevator, by the way. The elevator used to transport food for the elementary school. I'm sick of all that. So you're saying life in the city would be better than in your hometown. Your ancestors must be crying. I refuse to let my life end here in some backwater mountains. I want to live a normal life like a normal girl in a normal city surrounded by normal things. Do you think the people of Himazawa are capable of living in a city? That's their problem. If they like this place so much, then they can stay here. Don't drag me into it. My family's poor, so we couldn't move even if we wanted to. But thanks to the compensation money, we're finally have enough to move into the city. But what do you think will happen to us if the dam project's canceled? Don't tie me down to these mountains any longer. That don't sound like Mion. Tears well in Mion's eyes, full of violent emotion. Wait a minute. I just remembered. Mion and Shion switched places. Mion is actually Shion, and Shion's actually Mion. So this might be the original Mion, who is Shion. Tears well up in Mion's eyes full of violent emotion. Rika stands there with little to say, and the two ministry men actually watch over both of them. Suddenly, Rika turns on her heels and exits the scene. I'm going to the bathroom. Rika exits quickly. Mion gets a hold of herself and starts to fall after her. But Arka suddenly lets out a groan. Akara, are you alright? He's been feeling poorly since the weekend ended. Apparently, he keeps feeling pain all of a sudden. There's a bathroom around back. Oh, but right now Rika's using it. It's not a stomach ache. Are you alright? Akara-kun. I'm sorry. It'll settle down soon. You're working yourself too hard. You should get yourself checked out by a doctor. I'm sorry, I'm fine now. Though my head's still throbbing. Yeah, almost sounds like subarachnoid hemorrhaging. At any rate, you're resting tomorrow. Go have the doctor check you out at the major hospital. You're right. Sorry. It really started hurting all of a sudden. Now that you mention it, my head hurts too. Yeah, it's throbbing. That's not good. You might have caught a cold. It is raining out. Blackout. Sound of heavy rain plays. The scene remains pitch black. A voice plays over the radio. This is Car 1 to HQ. Do you read? Car 1 over. Sound of thunder echoes in the distance. The stage slowly grows lighter. Sound of rain fades into the distance. Two ministry men are gone. A man, Hiroshima appears running on stage. Man, it's like someone's dumping a bathtub on us out there. Doesn't matter if you got an umbrella or not, man. Even my underwear's soaked. Want to see? That's something I get to see often, so absolutely. Uh, uh, I didn't think you actually say yes. Someone you know? No way, I don't know any old men like him. Seem awfully close while talking to him just now, though. Oh no, my heart belongs solely to you, Rika. I was making conversation with a lonely middle-aged man who was blabbing to himself. That's cruel. I'm still only 28, you know. Ouch! Ouch! That hurts me, because I'm over 30. Ouch. I'm 30, you're well into middle age. Again, ouch. Listen here, men get more mature and charming when they hit their 30s. Uh, yeah, no. They mate ant farms. What? Rika, this man's gone nuts. We don't mate ants, we grow mature. They grow manure? This man's pretty far gone. You win, you win. Manure's fine. Can't beat you kids. Rika, this old man's a pretty funny guy. Maybe he'll give us some money if we beg. You really only just met him. I'm surprised you can keep up a conversation. It's the same with you and me. I spoke a whole lot when we first met, didn't I? Well, maybe that was more just me carrying on by myself. That's not true. I had fun too. Sorry about earlier, I went too far. No, I should apologize. I'm sorry. Wow, you seduced her real good. I didn't think you'd take it in that direction. Shut up. We just got a good mood going here. Don't look so menacing. Fine, fine. I won't say a single word more. You go ahead and take it as far as you can go. Huh? What do you mean as far as I can go? Whoa, whoa, Rika, this guy's a perv. You're Rika, then. I'm Yoshimiya. Nice to meet you. What are your hobbies and career, Yoshimiya? Huh? Man, no one's that blunt, even at formal marriage interviews. I have many different hobbies. I guess you could say my career is freelance writing. Is that like a freeloader? It means he writes articles freely for different places. Next bus is in, well, it's quite some time from now. Today's my lucky day. I get to share shelter from the rain with a pair of cute young girls. They returned from the bathroom. Of course they did. Oh, friend of yours? Nah, just some strange old man. That's harsh. Hello, I'm Yoshimiya. Please allow me to take shelter from the rain here too. You two are with the Dam Project, right? Hello. Took out from the ministry. Okay. Don't care. Don't care. Sonozaki Fude. Also from makes no sense to me. Looks like you're all getting along well. Are you all friends? All four look at each other and slowly shake their heads. You look like awfully close friends, though. You really do. Can you all stay like that for a moment? I want to take a picture of your four friends together. Okay, smile, smile, pulling out the camera from his pocket, aiming at them. Tomike. And they all immediately beat him up. Blackout, bam, bam, bam. The sound of pounding rings out. A moment of silence falls. The silence remains, scene remains pitch black. Voice plays over the rail. HQ over. HQ over. All cars now in possession. Thunder echoes. The stage steadily lights up. The sound of heavy rain fades into the distance. Okay. Man, to think it's a thunderstorm too. This is real. This is some awful weather we're having. But I think I see the sky getting a little brighter in the distance. Maybe it'll all clear up by the time the bus gets here. Are you out here gathering information on the Himazao Dam, I suppose? Yeah, the dam is at least part of it, but I'm gathering information generally. Then on the villagers' protest movements against the dam project. Not that. The effect building the dam will have on the environment? No, not that. Contributions the dam will provide to the region? No, not that, not that. Definitely already that serious. Surprise report on pretty young girls in the northern Osho. National beauties discovered in Himazawa. Mion freezes while holding a model's pose. Then, after a moment of silence, continues speaking to Mion. What I came to gather information on is Yoshimura pauses to build tension. Mion remains frozen in her pose. Rika, as president, relents and shakes Mion's hand. Mion is once more silently overjoyed. What is it? Please don't keep holding out on us. Are you fearing with Orashiro-sama? Of course! But Urashiro-sama, you mean... Yes, that Urashiro-sama. Huh? Who's that? That's ridiculous. It's just some stupid superstition. Of course, it's a superstition. It's just a simple fairy tale. Stupid. You come all the way out here just to get information on something as stupid as that? You keep calling it stupid, but you seem to be pretty concerned about it. Okay, calm down, calm down. I don't get what's going on, but it's a fairy tale, right? Yes, it's a simple fairy tale. What on earth is he talking about? Sonozaki, do you know? Who's this whatever Sama? We learned about him in elementary school, by the way, so I know some things. Orashiro Sama is the name of Himazawa's guardian deity. Everyone that's local knows about him. I've heard enough about Urashiro Sama already. And you're planning to make me hear more? More of those stupid stories? Stories? Urashiro Sama's fairy tales. They say that if you try to defile Himazawa, you'll be cursed. Distant thunder. The sound of rain grows a little stronger. There's silence for a moment. It's a stupid story. Every rural village has a tale or two like that. That's right. There's no end to the number of legends about gods cursing people throughout all the regions of Japan. But tales of this Orashiro-sama's curse are completely different from the rest. He really does curse people. No way, curses aren't even a thing anymore. You're scaring them, Rika. Looks like you don't know, Mion. Well, I don't blame you for that. Wasn't like everything got published in the news after all. We can put an exact number on it. Four. Four people working for the Ministry of Construction have already passed away. Their deaths were unnatural. This is ridiculous. It's just a series of simple accidents. So listen here. We're always working on the damn project one way or another. So I'm not going to stand for people claiming it's a curse whenever someone collapses on the job. I wouldn't be saying those things either if they had died ordinary deaths. However, theirs weren't even remotely normal. They weren't normal? are you are you referring to Kondo-san at the end of last year? That one was highlighted in the newspapers. Happened on November 20th of last year. It was a gruesome accident, one where he stabbed his sleeping family members one after another before slitting his own throat. The man's name was Kato Yoshiyuki. He was a member of the Ministry of Construction's River Rural Development Division. He was one of the initial staff on the Himazawa Dam project, and he visited Himazawa several times. So it was some kind of murder-suicide thing. Ultimately, yes. At least that's how it was settled. But no matter how hard the police investigated him, they couldn't find any reason he would commit suicide. I remember hearing rumors that he might have gotten his hands on some kind of drug. When they conducted the autopsy, they found absolutely no trace of any drugs in his system. At the time of the incident, he was pretty overworked, and police decided he had snapped because of it. I think what happened to him was tragic. And sure, it wasn't normal, but it's far too hastily to go claiming it was Urashiro-sama's curse. You're absolutely right. If it were an isolated incident, I wouldn't jump straight to blaming the curse either. There were others. Who were they? You said four staff members died, didn't you, Yoshimura-san? But I hadn't heard a thing about anyone other than Kondo. If a member of staff passed away, then you'd think we would have gotten some notice of it, right, Aka? Pardon me, but you moved into the department in April, right? Tonegawa? Yes. Up until April, I was in the land conservation division at the erosion and sediment control department. They kept it hidden. Even more have died. Akari-kun, is that true? Aqua barely hung his head. Tonga was left confused. After that incident with him, certain rumors began to spread among those in charge of the Himizawa Dam. Rumors were whispered well before that incident, but at the very least, they were treated as just fairy tales up until it occurred. By fairy tales, you mean, yes, Urashio-sama's curse. Stop this already. What kind of stories are they? These, well, fairy tales about Urashio-sama. They're just stories, nothing more. Long, long ago, there lived a poor elderly couple with three sons. The three sons hated working in the fields and longed for a life of luxury. So one day they abandoned the fields their parents and ancestors had worked to travel to the capital. All three of them ran away at once. So well, their parents worked hard all by themselves to protect their ancestors' land, but it wasn't enough. And then, in the end, both of them collapsed and fell sick one day. They couldn't protect their ancestors' fields without the strength of their sons. So the elderly couple prayed to Urashio-sama. Please tell our sons to come home, they asked. First, Urashio-sama visited the eldest son. He stood at the son's bedside and admonished him to return to his homeland. But after coming to know girly life, the oldest son stubbornly refused. So Urashio-sama stood at his bedside for 7 days and 7 nights. But the eldest son would not return to Himizawa. Having him by his bedside every night must have been pretty rough. Sounds more like harassment. So then, in the end, the eldest son is cursed to death. Next, Urashiro-sama visits the second son's bedside, but the second son wouldn't return either. So the same happens to him. He goes crazy on the seventh day and dies. After 7 days with the Himizawa syndrome, you go insane and either scratch your throat open or kill yourself. The third grew frightened by his brother's untimely deaths, so he fled back home. And then the three of them worked together to protect their fields. The end. Some consider a fairy tale meant to promote the custom of those who are born here remaining till they die. And such a custom isn't all that unusual. It's not like Kono-kun was from here, though, right? No, he wasn't. In other words, this god, this Urashio-sama, is strict towards both those who try to leave Himizawa and those outsiders who come to Himizawa. Hence Kiichi. He's a guardian deity after all. Old folks opposed to the dam all kept talking about this. They all been getting a kick out of it because they didn't think they'd get to hear such fairy tales again in modern times. Yes, it was a fairy tale until that incident happened. Thunder rings in the distance. The rain continues pouring down hard. A moment of silence passes. I forget who was the first to say it. They said they've been having trouble because they can't get any sleep lately. They said that whenever they try to sleep, they get restless and wake up. They're overworked. Then one of them started saying this. When I try to sleep, I feel some kind of presence nearby. I turn the lights on to look for them, but no one was there. Yet once I turned the lights off again, I felt that same presence. They all thought it was amusing to play it up as Urashio-sama's curse. They said that Urashio-sama standing by their bedside. Thinking back on it now, I believe Kudo was the first to complain about his lack of sleep. Kondo, the way he was acting before the incident was no laughing matter. He swore something was there. Yeah, it sounds like Kiichi when he first went insane. He swore that every night when he tried to sleep that he was there. He was there? No way. Then an incident happened. At that point, it was no simple laughing matter anymore. Our workplace was like a haunted mansion for a while after that. since the eerie presence in the nap room. When I was up pulling overtime night late at night, there was someone standing behind me. There was something following me on in the train. Could have gotten more ridiculous than that. It isn't ridiculous. He does exist, that Urashio-sama. Yet at some point, that something began to be called Urashio-sama. I never heard anything about these rumors. One thing about us Japanese people is that we all go quiet about anything taboo. The workers are hoping that not speaking about it will make it go away. But then it happened. There was a second and a third incident, and with every new incident that happens, they went even quieter in fear of Urashiro-sama's curse. Management was stressed by the situation, so they did everything in their power to try and cover it up. There's no way. Cover up when staff are dying? That's unthinkable. Oh, okay. With that, that ends this session because streams are only 3 hours. We should be able to finish this with our next session. Catches me on behind me. Uh, but those on YouTube side and be look forward to the rest of Origin and the Punishment games because we should unlock it after we finish Bus Stop. But those on the streams do know that here shortly we'll have Stalker 2 coming out. And I've never played the Stalker series, so that'll be coming out at the same time as the rest of Higurashi Hou. And looking at my release thing, because planning on releasing the full streams of series after the ones I've already gotten started. So Prince of Persia, Lost Crown, Dragon's Dogma 2, Tales of Zestiria, the base game, Higurashi Hou. Um, Dark Souls, I'm not sure on how that's going to go. I might have it where I redo it solo or whatnot, because really trying to get time to stream with my brothers, hectic. But we will see. But any series after those is going to be the full VODs coming out on the channel. So streams you might begin 2 games in rotation, just so we can keep a good rotation of games. But I will see you all in our next session. So I hope you all enjoyed. Keep playing on. See yas.